Oh, go this way. Hey, how's everybody doing? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger. Damn, if I can ever get over. Alright, yeah, you guys. But yeah, I want to talk about Chris Eubank Jr. If you guys didn't know, man, he's gonna be fighting this weekend against James DeGale. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is gonna win that fight. I think he's gonna beat James DeGale. Um, I really truly believe he's gonna win that fight. Um, but if you haven't known, man, Chris Eubank Jr. Senior did a interview with Boxing Social. Shout out to Boxing Social, and you can check it out there. But he pretty much said that his son signed a he signed because I guess he's the manager of his son, and he said, there's so many shady promoters out here, and it's hard to trust, you know, promoters out here for the best interest of the fighter and stuff like that, and I understand him. I understand where he's coming from because I've been hearing this over and over and over by so many different, different managers. What so many different boxers have said that, that the like the promoter is so shady and shit like that. So Chris Eubanks Senior said on Boxing Social today because they had a final press conference, I believe was today, and pretty much was just talking about how Al Heyman, how he comes off as a genuine guy, and he wants the best for his son, and what I'm saying, and he and they asked him, well, is this like a one off deal? And he's like, no, this is a multi fight deal that he has with Al Heyman. And that's what's up though, man. That's what's up, man. And that shows you right there, you guys, that Al Heyman is gonna be in the UK as well. Because I believe that Chris Eubank Jr. probably will fight over there. I'm not sure if Chris Eubank Jr. is going to actually come over here to the U.S., but we all know that Al Heyman does have stake over there in the UK. I believe he has 10 dates, and that's what's up, man. That's real dope. That he can switch countries like that and put on shows and stuff like that. Shout out to Eddie Hearn too. I heard Eddie Hearn is doing a damn Tijuana show this weekend, showing Mexico. So these promoters out here, man, they're moving up, they're moving around, man, and they're doing what they got to do to better their brand, and more power to them. I think a lot of these promoters are doing really well. I think my personal opinion, you guys, out of everybody, I think Al Heyman is the best in the business, and I don't think you can go wrong with Al Heyman. I really don't, man. So Chris Eubank Jr. signing a new deal with Al Heyman, that opens up so many different avenues, because James DeGale is on the way out. We all know James DeGale is on the way out. If Chris Eubank Jr. can fucking win this fight, man, he's got so much ahead of him, man. There's gonna be so much ahead of him, that he can. I feel like if he wins this fight, man, he could possibly take over the 168-pound division, because his dad said that was the worst performance that his son ever fought, and he was very disappointed in him in the George Groves fight. And I concur, because I don't think that was the best James. I don't think that was the best Chris Eubank Jr. that we seen. And I think we'll see a different Chris Eubank Jr. when he fights James DeGale. I really truly do. I think Chris Eubank Jr. will be a better fighter. I think he will, bite down on more of his punches, and I think he needs to learn how to box as well a little bit better, because I seen him with the George Groves fight. He was slugging it out. He was, what I'm saying, things weren't working for him. Like, plan A wasn't working. He went to plan B and didn't have a plan C. He just said, "Fuck it, my boxing ain't working. I'ma just slug it out with him." That's pretty much what Chris Eubank Jr. did, and he lost doing it like that. So if he brings any of that type, if he fights anywhere, if Chris Eubank Jr. fights anywhere close to how he fought last time against George Groves, and he fights James DeGale the same way, he will lose, possibly get knocked out, because James DeGale is definitely on the way out, but he's still at a world-class level because he still had that belt, you know. He relinquished the belt because he wanted a bigger fight, you know, and he wanted a bigger payday with less risk, and he feels like that's what he's going to get out of Chris Eubank Jr. You know, now do I agree with that? I mean, hell no. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think Chris Eubank Jr. is going to be a threat to James DeGale, and I think Chris Eubank Jr. could possibly have been a harder fight than Jose Scottegui, because James DeGale was supposed to fight Jose Scottegui, and he didn't fight him. He relinquished his belt, and you know, for him doing that, now he wants he's getting more from what I'm hearing and from what I'm seeing. He's getting a more bigger payday from fighting Chris Eubank Jr. You know, and boxing is a brutal business, man, and James DeGale has taken his fair share of bumps and bruises. You know, I believe he lost to Caleb Truax, but he beat him in the rematch. You know, that's a guy he should have never lost to. You know, James DeGale in his prime. Let's be honest. Let's think about who we're talking about. Okay, we're talking about James DeGale, an Olympic gold medalist. Okay, he won the gold medal at the Olympics. Okay, that's the highest accomplishment you can get at the amateur level. Obviously, that's amateur, and sometimes it doesn't equate to professional. You know, but James DeGale, you know, has just fallen, man. It's almost like he's fallen from grace, you know, because he was doing so good, and he was doing so well, and you know, he took that L to Caleb Truax. Everybody's like, what the hell? Like, how the hell do you let this dude beat you? You know, everything. I mean, dude, he was a favorite. Like the odds on that fight, on that first Caleb Truax fight, was just crazy. I mean, if you would have won, dude, if you would have put down $100 on Caleb Truax, you probably would have got back $2,000. And I'm being real with you. That's how crazy these odds were in that fight, you know. And Chris Eubank Jr.'s dad talks very highly intelligent, and you know, I truly think that Chris Eubank Jr., if he can win this fight against James DeGale, that shit can catapult him into you know, to another level. You know, maybe he can, you know, be a superstar over here in maybe he could be a superstar over here in America. You know. You know, but we gotta see. You know, we gotta see if he can win that. You know, winning this big fight is gonna be a big if. You know, I mean, because right now you're talking about a James DeGale that's on his way out, but Chris Eubank Jr. should be on his way in, but he's losing to these old ass fighters that are retired, probably mentally too. You know, it takes a lot. It takes a toll on a boxer, dude, mentally and physically, to be in the sport. And that's why I preach so much that I respect these fighters and what they do, even if they're not, you know, A-class fighters, even if they're not the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? They still need to be, you know, oh, hold on, bruh. Lady wouldn't even let me over. But yeah, you know, they still should be hot. They still should be showed a lot of respect. I truly believe they should be, you know, I truly believe that they should be showed a lot of respect. You know, even George Groves, you know, obviously he didn't do as well as we thought he was going to do in his career. Some people thought he was going to do better. Some people thought he was going to win against Callum Smith. But he didn't, you know, he didn't. But he did beat Chris Eubank Jr. And that Chris Eubank Jr. win is a big win, you know, because let's be honest, you guys, a lot of people thought Chris Eubank Jr. was going to beat George Groves, but he didn't. You know, he lost to him, and he lost decisively. You know, he lost decisively. You could do it 116 to 112. I mean, easy. You know, I just truly don't think that, you know, Chris Eubank Jr. I don't know if he's already. What the fuck? Fuck is this dude doing? But yeah, I don't know if he's already if he's a fighter that's already, it's too late to change his habits. You know what I'm saying? You know, Chris Eubank Jr., it might be too late to change his habits. You know, he might have too bad of habits. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys, man. So
Sorry about that, you guys. I had a I'm back. All right, yeah. So yeah, man. So that's how I feel about everything, man. And like I said, man, I just think Chris Eubank Jr. at this point in his career, I just think that he should. I truly believe that Chris Eubank Jr. could be an elite level fighter, man, if he just changes a couple things, that he does wrong, man. Like his guard, dude. I feel like Chris Eubank Jr. gets hit too easy sometimes. Sometimes. Then sometimes he looks good. Sometimes he looks good, but then sometimes he's looking like, what the hell, dude? Like, you ain't got no guard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Dude's punching straight through the guard. And that's another thing. Like, George Groves, like him retiring at very next shows so much. Like, some people could say, like, he took a lot of punishment in the Earl Spence fight, but that's why he retired. But I don't think so. I just think he was going to retire, win, lose, or draw, man, in that Earl Spence. I mean, in the Chris Eubank Jr. fight, you guys. But yeah, man, this is how I feel about the whole situation. I'm picking Chris Eubank Jr. to win against James DeGale, you guys. Let me know who you guys are picking to win in the comment section, you guys. So yeah, I will be going live with this fight, you guys, this weekend. I will be going live with the fight. I hope to see you guys here at Corey Lee's Boxing. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. Oh shit says Corey Lee back with another banger. Yes, sir. I just did a little quick live stream about the whole Chris Eubank Jr. news about him signing the PBC. Possible fights with Caleb Plant. Possible fights with David Benavidez. David Benavidez. Yeah, David Benavidez. So many different styles. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I just think that let me see. I truly believe that with this whole situation going down, I just think that I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. I see Chris Eubank Jr. doing good in the division. It's a division with a lot of talent. 168 is a hotbed. You even got Billy Joe Saunders moving up to what is it? Super middleweight. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. I gotta go. Um, and yeah, man, thank you guys so much for checking me out, man. And I'll talk to you guys on the next live stream, man. I'll definitely